Howdy, howdy. It's Dominic from DM Corporations, and today we are going to walk through the e-commerce winning loyalty program checklist. We're going to talk about the 10 essential things that you need in your loyalty program for your Shopify e-commerce store. This checklist is going to guide you through the key strategies and tactics to leverage loyalty programs to drive repeat business, increase customer lifetime value, foster long-term brand advocacy, and at the end of the day, just increase your revenue and the amount of money that you're able to put in your pocket. So we're going to start a little bit about what these are, why they're important, and then we're going to cap it off with how you can actually go in and implement a loyalty program yourself. So why is a loyalty program important, right? It's because of how competitive e-commerce has gotten, really. You have to do something to set yourself apart from the masses. So building lasting customer relationships is absolutely crucial. It is absolutely crucial. Your customer lifetime value is potentially the most important metric in deciphering whether or not your Shopify store is going to be successful and going to be profitable. It is all about your customer lifetime value. You have to figure out ways to incentivize repeat purchases and foster brand advocacy. It is so important. Like, there's no way around that. And loyalty programs are an excellent way to do that. Not the only way, but an excellent way. So first things first is understanding your customers, right? And it starts with defining your target audience. To build an effective program, you have to understand your customers. You have to analyze your existing customer base to identify key demographics, shopping behaviors, and pain points, and then segment that audience to personalize this loyalty experience with your brand. Not all loyalty programs are built the same. So you have to customize it and optimize it for your audience. That is the most important piece. That is the first step, is to understand your customers. So first things first is you want to just gather data and create, some buyer avatars, some personas, some customer avatars. Brainstorm what type of programs would my customers resonate with. Then you want to identify your most valuable and engaged customers, and then understand motivations, preferences, pain points, etc., to help you set this loyalty program up. Okay. And then once you have that, you want to clearly define your goals and objectives. Okay. You want to focus on the key metrics such as revenue, improved customer retention, customer experience, and at the end of the day, customer lifetime value. And then you want to align all of the loyalty program strategies with these kind of main goals, right? So it always starts with increasing revenue, right? I mean, at the end of the day, like, that's the most important metric. Second is going to be improving retention. So reducing customer churn, building that long-term brand loyalty, getting them to come back and purchase multiple times. And then third is just enhancing that customer experience. When you can provide rewards and exclusivity to these people, they feel as though they're a part of the brand, right? They feel that they're a part of the journey. And that's going to significantly enhance that customer experience. So from there, you have to choose the right loyalty program structure, right? You have points, you have memberships, you have subscription models, and you have kind of a hybrid. This is what I use for all of my partner accounts. Basically, a hybrid approach is combining the point structure and the tiered membership structure. So they can use points to redeem rewards, right? It's simple, it's easy to understand. And then there are tiers, right? So silver, gold, or maybe bronze, silver, gold, platinum, depending on how much they actually spend with us. So we kind of gamify it a little bit in a way, right? The more you spend, the higher your tier, and the more rewards that you can get. Now, there is a subscription model. I've never done anything like this. This has the potential to work depending on your brand. This is where customers pay kind of a monthly or annual fee to access premium rewards. You can think of this more along the lines of maybe DoorDash Plus, right? You paid $15 a month or whatever DoorDash Plus is, and you no longer have to pay the delivery fee. So it makes sense in that way. But for most e-commerce stores, I'm going to say this doesn't make as much sense. You're going to want to go with this hybrid approach for the most part. And then, you just want to design the experience. Now, the awesome part with Shopify is their app store, right? Shopify's app store is the most robust e-commerce app store available. And there are some really awesome apps that make setting these loyalty programs up a breeze, because completely custom coding them yourself would take years. So these apps make it super easy. This is what I recommend. I use Smile. I've used Smile in the past. I use it now. Smile is, in my opinion, the best program on the platform to get started with. Joy, I've never used, but I've heard good things as well. I've heard it's very similar to Smile. So both of these are really solid. They're easy on the wallet, especially to start. They allow you to leverage that gamification process, personalization, and keep it super, super seamless and easy to get started. Awesome. From there, you want to evaluate your existing systems, right? So just basically you want to install this into your Shopify platform. It's going to API connect to everything, so you shouldn't have to, get super deep into this. That's really all this piece is. It's just make sure that it's integrated with your platform. Now we want to talk about gamification. Now, gamification is absolutely huge right now. I think there's been a ton of studies that have come out recently. I know Ali, what's his name? I'm reading his book right now. Ali Abdaal talks about this all the time. This book is phenomenal, by the way. It's Feel Good Productivity, if you haven't read it yet. But he talks about just gamifying life, and the most successful platforms have some sort of gamification in them as well. So here's a few ways, and a lot of these are accessible in Stamped without any customization, without any like custom coding. They're just features within Stamped. That's leaderboards, that's badges and achievements. There's tiers like we were talking about earlier, lucky draws. I love doing stuff like this, doing like monthly contests, whether they're random or they actually have to submit. And then kind of like leveling up incentives, right? This is more the tier side of things. So gamify it as much as possible. There's a lot more ideas. Get creative and have some fun with it. Now, personalization and customization, this gets a little bit more advanced. There are some features within Smile that do this to a degree. It's not perfect, but this is really where you're offering like tailored rewards, exclusive perks that are very personalized depending on customer tags. So you can kind of figure out habits and preferences of specific kinds of customers and offer them exclusive perks, rewards, etc. This isn't necessary, to be totally honest, if you have a solid kind of overall platform, right? All right. Now, how do you communicate this, right? How do you let people know it exists, and B, how do you increase the internal communication once they're actually in there? So, as far as letting people know it exists, you want to leverage email. That is huge, right? Especially post purchase, you want to email them, email their points to them. You want to email them the sign up and login link, etc. You really want to get them involved. Social media is a big one. That's where you can host giveaways for signing up, things like that, and just talking about the loyalty program there. You can mention it in ads, in-app notifications, and even a page in your main navigation menu on your website, right? That's huge. The loyalty program. You can call it something cool that's on brand with your company. And then compelling messaging, same thing. You just want to make sure you're talking to your actual customers. And then targeted promotions, this is really where it's going to be go after past customers. Make sure you're emailing them that they have points, that they can claim them. If they sign up for this account, or if they create the account, the points will already be sitting in there, etc. Yeah. Awesome. Now, how do you actually track these loyalty programs? How do you track their performance? So you want to dial in the key metrics, right? What are the key metrics in a loyalty program? It could be things like membership growth. It could be engagement rates, redemption rates, customer lifetime value bump, return on investment, right? So all of these are important, because if the membership growth is awesome and a ton of people are signing up and growing, but nobody ever uses the codes or the points, or comes back to purchase, it doesn't matter. But maybe it has a great redemption rate and a great LTV booster, but nobody's joining it, and then it doesn't really matter again, right? So you want to focus on both of these. It's okay, how do I actually increase the membership growth? How do I get people to care about it? But then once they're in it, how do I make sure that they redeem their rewards, that they come back, and the customer lifetime value is increased, right? Yep, same thing here. A/B testing always. If you've watched any of my videos ever, I probably mentioned some sort of A/B testing. You can A/B test different pieces within your loyalty program. You can A/B test different kind of copy, different positioning to get people to sign up. Different offers. Yeah, super important. And then feedback loops. This is vital. Most people don't listen to their customers. That's the easiest way to grow your business is by listening to your customers, right? So ask your customers, survey your loyalty program members to gather feedback and just ask them, hey, what do you enjoy about this? What can we make better? What do you maybe not enjoy about this? And how can we improve? And then actually do it. We have some water here. Yeah, I just wanted to double iterate this slide as far as optimizing your program. It really all starts with the feedback. Just ask people in there. Trust me, most people are more than willing to help if you just ask for it by emailing them and just being honest. Again, asking them what do they like, what they don't like, what they would improve, and then actually listening and implementing it, right? Don't just send them an ask and then not do anything about it. Actually try to make it better. Now, as promised, here's the top 10 things to actually implement into your program. So, first is that tiered reward levels. This is vital because people care about social structure. So, you can label these however you want. I go like VIP, gold, silver. You can brand them super specific to your actual company, right? If it's I'm trying to think of an example off the top of my head. If it's like a bakery, you sell bread or something, the VIP could be sourdough. Sourdough is the best kind of bread. This could be like white. I don't know. You can get creative with it. But obviously, the idea behind this is these people get the best rewards, these people get the second best rewards, and these people get the third best rewards. And the more money they spend, the higher the tiers move up, the more money they save, and the better customer they really are for you. Next is referral incentives. This is awesome. This is one of the easiest ways to get basically free marketing in, and it works. Like it works really well, especially depending on the brand. But and Smile has a native feature that actually does this. It will create affiliate codes for everybody in your program. For them to send to their friends, offering their friends a discount, and then it rewards them as well. So you can set this up however you want. You could do $10, right? That's something I do a lot where send this link, you give $10, and then you get $10 when their friend actually purchases. So maybe, some of your customers have a community. Maybe they have a large Instagram following, Twitter following, and they can post about your product using that link. They can bring a ton of purchases in and everybody wins. So this is super easy to set up in Stamped or in Smile, and there's really no reason not to. Another one. This one is also awesome. Birthday and anniversary rewards. So while you're in the loyalty program, while they're signing up, you can actually ask them when they were born. And when they're born, you can send them free gifts, and exclusive discounts. The awesome part with this piece is you don't even need to necessarily be profitable on this front end if they feel as though they're getting an awesome reward. So actually give these guys an awesome reward on their birthday, like a great reward. Give them a great reward. And that will just increase their brand loyalty so much. They're going to tell their friends about it. They're going to come back later and buy more. They're just going to trust your brand so much more. And then, same with anniversaries. That can also be important. Honestly, not quite as big as birthday, but kind of anniversaries and when they signed up. Here's your anniversary gift. Just random gifts to keep them engaged is really the point of this. Oops. VIP exclusives. We kind of already talked about this a little bit, but you want to just gift those top tier loyalty programs something that the general does not have access. The general public doesn't have access to. That could be priority customer support. Maybe that could even be a say in new product drops. Right. I worked with a brand that did a really cool segment where they would send their VIP exclusive list a bunch of new designs that they were thinking about printing. It was a water bottle company. So basically they'd send them a bunch of prints and they'd say, hey, pick your top 3. And then they would actually print the top 3 results. And that created such a good community behind these people. They loved doing it. So, and that'll encourage other people to get up to that VIP tier, right? So just treat them really well is really what I'm getting at here. Surprising rewards. I love doing stuff like this again, just to build the brand loyalty. And this is just hitting your customers with unexpected rewards, really for no reason, right? Just helping your customers out. Here's an extra 100 points. Here's a free product for the next time you order. Just foster emotional connections. Treat your customers like people. They're not just numbers; they're people, and you have to treat them as such. You want to add some sort of expiration policy as well. You want these to be pretty loose. Like, I wouldn't recommend getting super rigid on here. But you also do want to put in some sort of scarcity, some sort of FOMO, just so they don't sit there forever. So you want to make sure you're very clear on when they expire and flexible. Like I said, you want it to last, 12, 24 months. I usually do about a 12-month period with a handful of reminder emails when that deadline is kind of coming up. And I'll actually gift them some extra points as well. And I have all that on autopilot just to encourage them to come back. So, yeah, you definitely want them to expire. So there is a sense of urgency, but don't be crazy about it. They expire in a month after you get them. Like, give them time. But yeah, you just want something there. Redemption options and flexibility. This is also really important. You want to make sure that they can use their points in a plethora of ways. So you want to make sure that they can do discounts, right? Maybe it's percentage off, maybe it's dollar off, maybe 100 points is $5 off or something like that. Free products. You want to make sure that they can get gift cards. You just want to give them as many options as possible. Percentage off, dollar off on like a product of their choice. Maybe they get a free product. There's a lot of different options here. Yeah, you want to set low thresholds for reward redemption. Like, you don't want to set them super high so the customer has to come and spend $400 to get enough points to do anything. That's why I also like doing like small discounts, like, hey, redeem this code for $5 off type thing. So that allows them to have smaller thresholds. Partial redemptions. This is actually an option in Smile. I don't know why anybody would turn this off, but you want to make sure this is on. You want to make sure that they can redeem their points when they want to, at a level that they want to, right? You don't want to make them take. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. You don't ever want to force your customers to use all their points in the same journey, right? Maybe they have 2,000 points, for example, but they only want to use 500 of them for a $10 off discount today. You don't want to make them use all of them, so never turn that off. And then you want to make it easy, right? That's the beauty behind like Smile, is it makes it super easy. The user interface is seamless. It's user friendly. It's clear. So make sure it's just easy to use and it's not overcomplicated. Think, can your mom do this? If your mom can go through this pretty easily, you're probably solid. If your mom can't go through it, you want to fix it up a little bit. All right. Number 8, omni-channel integration, right? You want to be everywhere. You want to be omnipresent, okay? So, like I said, multi-platform. Make sure that this can integrate in as many areas as possible. I believe Smile integrates into the point of sale and the Shopify store. So yeah, just tie it in as many places as possible. Mention it on your social media, right? Mention it on your blog. Mention it in your marketing. Just mention it everywhere, and make sure, yeah, they're all connected. This one, these aren't as vital for Smile because that kind of does all of this for you. But yeah, really, you just want to be everywhere. That's the idea. The mobile app. This can be incredible. So basically, this is just a branded loyalty program mobile app to provide customers with a super seamless on-the-go experience. I will say, you do not need this. Only do this if you are in like the 8+ figure a year range as a pretty legit and large Shopify store. I only say that because this is going to take a lot of resources to build, right? It's a custom app. But I've seen it work. I work with a handful of 8+ figure stores, and this just crushes it. They tie this obviously into their standard shopping app. So it's not just a loyalty program app, but it's kind of both. But obviously, the resources that go into developing your own app are immense. So you don't need this, but it can be a pretty big difference maker if you do have the resources. And then again, I wanted to add this one more time because this is vital. Gather feedback. listen to your customers, guys, especially your loyal customers, especially that VIP list. Gamify it, make them feel valuable. Send them the designs that you're thinking about dropping, right? Let them choose, make them feel like they're a part of the team, make them feel like they're a part of the community, and just always optimize. Always optimize. Again, if you've ever seen me before with any sort of video or any other PDF that I've made, this is in every single one of them. You always want to be optimizing and testing. E-commerce is never a set it and forget it game ever. You always have to optimize. So same goes with this. But anyways, if you do have any questions at all and want those answered, feel free to email me. My email is dom@dmcorporations.com, or head to dmcorporations.com. You can schedule a call with me and see if there's any chance in us working together. But I hope this video helped. Get started on this loyalty program, guys. They're super easy. Set it up through Smile. There's not a lot that really goes into it, to be honest. You don't need any coding or any major tech experience. So definitely set it up and let me know how it goes. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks.